dreams are valid, they say, and I guess for today shows us exactly what that means. She started playing off cricket in school. She left in 2019. She started hosting the 2019 Zanzibar Super League draft. She went on also to start commentating on radio doing cricket. In 2020, she hosted the CGL Awards, the Imperial Lions Awards, and also worked as a media officer for the Momentum Proteas women's cricket team. We get to chat to the Lesego Pooe about who she is, her life, where she comes from, what she wanted to be growing up, and why she's doing what she's doing. Lesego Pooe, welcome to Conversations with Nusi. First time you and I ever met, you were interviewing me in Soweto on your brother's production thingy.
Yes, I remember.
Yes, so that's how you and I got to interact and got to know about each other. And it's surprising and it's weird that we've come full circle, man, and we're sitting on opposite sides, and I'm the one that's doing the interview. And I thank you so much for your time. Thank you for availing yourself. I feel very honored to be sitting and having a chat with you, because there's so much that I want us to really talk about.
Yeah.
But before we get to other things that you've done, who is Lesego Pooe?
Firstly, let me just say that it's good to be on the other side. Not to interview,
For a
but
change.
to be interviewed.
For a change.
For a change. Yeah, who is Lesego? That's often a very tough question to answer, because Lesego is this multifaceted person. But I'll just start off by saying that Lesego is this young, I still choose to believe that I'm still young, young lady who grew up in a small mining town of Carltonville.
Yeah.
I'm the only girl amongst 3 boys. Raised with both my mom and my dad until I think my early teens, when I lost my father. And then life became a little bit tough, because now from a home where 2 parents are earning money to
one,
a single parent earning money can be a bit tough. But with all the love and the support that I got from my mom, just made it possible for me to continue pushing and be the person that I am today.
Okay.
But yeah, I just really love cricket. That's just my passion. Absolutely loved it. Love it. Played it in primary school, high school, and now I'm a presenter.
Look, we'll get to speak about Lesego Pooe, the cricket presenter.
Yeah.
But so let's not fast forward that far. Growing up as a little girl in Carltonville, what did you want to be? Who did you want to become?
I remember vividly having a booklet. You know how us young girls, we always have like a diary or a book where we can write all our dreams and aspirations.
Yeah.
And I remember reading through it just about a year ago, and I wrote, this is going to be crazy, but listen to this.
Okay.
I wrote I wanted to be a TV presenter. I also said I wanted to be a model.
Okay.
I said I wanted to be an actress.
Okay.
And I said I wanted to follow in the footsteps of Oprah Winfrey. And
wowza.
Yes, I know, those are big shoes to fill. But all I remember is that I wanted to be in the media and entertainment space.
Okay.
And I knew that I was good with my words, and I'm able to interact with people, and that just the media space was something that looked really attractive to me. And then I finished high school. Funny enough, after high school, because I loved spending time in the kitchen, I loved to cook. So being a chef came into play, funny enough.
Okay.
And then I decided, okay, maybe let's do hospitality.
In school? This is now post-matric?
Post-matric.
Okay.
And then I remember there was a gentleman who said that Otla secure a bursary for now, and because I was going to a private school, hotel school.
Okay.
And it was so expensive, and I thought I was gonna secure a bursary from him, and I didn't get it, and then that just changed all my plans. I had to go start working. I worked at ABSA. Yes, I worked at ABSA for a good 4 years as a customer service assistant at the head offices. But at the back of my mind, I knew, man, this financial sector wasn't for me. And my heart still pulled me in the direction of media and entertainment. The hospitality, I had put it aside. In fact, that vision had died
out.
And and I worked at ABSA for quite a while.
So now, you are a little girl, wanted to become a TV presenter, a model, follow the footsteps of Oprah Winfrey, and at some point become a chef. So then the older you become, the more things become clearer for you that I can't be a chef for whatever reason. I can't be a model for whatever reason.
Then too short.
Okay, well, you were too short to become a model, so that's fine. And then circumstances put you in a working in a corporate environment where you're working for a bank. So the transition from moving out of corporate into the media space, how and when did that happen?
That happened after. It happened when I decided, Kore, I'm actually going to get myself an agent.
Okay.
So let me just give you the timeline. After working at Absa, I went to go work at another company. It was also an investment banking company. I worked there for a year. Oh man, I was so miserable.
Okay.
And moving from Absa, where it is this macro company, it's big. It's at the head office. They have over 6,000
people working in and out there.
I moved to a smaller boutique investment banking company with only 90 employees.
Okay.
I think that's when I realized that this space is not for me. And with every single day of me waking up was misery. And there was a day when I was just like, after a year, literally I had hit a year at that company, and I was just like, I cannot do this anymore. And I resigned. I went to go look for an agency, which is Gano. And I remember dropping them an email, and I said, this is who I am, this is what I want to become, and this is the vision and the dream. Can I be under your agency? And they responded to me and said, sure thing. Oh, firstly they asked me what have I done in the industry. At that time I had not done nothing.
Okay.
I remember just being part of my brother's production, Kosoweto Theatre, and I linked that on the email, and also I added information about how I did off some presenting work at church, and luckily I had done something for one gospel.
Yeah,
yes.
the TV channel,
gospel, yes. Because I was at church then, and then they invited me. They said, Lesego, can you please be the host for this one gospel show, because they're coming to our church. And I said, cool stuff. So I added that on the email of the list that I have done, and luckily they just said, okay, cool. They didn't ask for a link or whatever.
Yeah.
They just said, cool, we'll
come through. Yeah,
come through. And I started the journey with Gano, and I remember my agent saying to me, Lesego, in order for us to get you into this space and introduce you to this world, how about you audition for a top actor? Even if I wanted to be an actor back then, I honestly, in my adult years, I really did not want to be an actor. I knew what the vision was.
Okay.
The vision was to be a presenter.
Yeah, not an actor.
No, not an actor. And then I was just a bit skeptical. She said, just do it. Like, you're going to gain something from it, You might just be brilliant at it, or you might just suck. But just
either way, just give it a bash, yeah.
I sent through a monologue. They absolutely loved it. I was just so shocked.
Okay.
I was like, okay. So they come back to me and they said, okay, Lesego, we love your monologue. Come through for an actual audition. Because I had sent a video first. So that was the first round. Second round is come to the studio and give us another monologue. Okay, cool. So I wrote my own script, because I'm thinking to myself, if I Google a script and I have to remember a whole monologue, that's going to take forever.
Yeah.
So I wrote my own script. And funny enough, that script spoke about how the whole creation waits with eager expectations for the son and daughters to be born.
Okay.
And how I've waited such a long time for me to get my big break and do what I absolutely love. That was my audition. And I remember the producer sitting there and just amazed at this young girl who's coming with a story, and she's teary-eyed giving an audition.
Was it a personal monologue? Was it you speaking to yourself, or what was it?
It was a personal monologue. That's why it came from such a deep place.
Okay.
And I remember shedding a tear at that audition, because it was me just saying, Kore, I've waited so long. I don't know when this is going to happen, but I'm going to give it one more try. And after that audition, I waited a couple of days and I got a yes, and I was part of the top 12 contestants that were going to be part of this TV production that was going to be on BET.
Okay. So first time. So this is your first time. You've never
yes.
acted. You've never been in front of the camera before. You've never had to read lines and scripts and all of this. How did that change your life? How did you feel when you got the call that says you're in?
Firstly, I cried.
Okay.
I've been getting so many no's. The first time I got a yes was so surreal. And I was just like, okay, this is amazing. I called my mom and I was like, I just got a yes. I'm going to be part of this production. But I never prepared for that yes, funny enough.
Yeah.
I had not prepared for that opportunity. So I went in there going into a whole new world, not knowing what to do. And I was just like, I'm gonna win this. I don't know how many weeks I'm gonna last in this competition, but I'm gonna win it.
Yeah, I'm here.
So let's just make the best of it. And I was competing against people that went to this but they studied drama, and here I am with this natural gift, and I tried to do the best I could, but it was a difficult space to be in because it was not familiar to me.
And your heart was not even there in the first place. I mean, so as much as a young girl growing up, you had ambitions of becoming an actress. In your adult life, the dream almost got aborted, or it just died a slow death without you being even aware of it. Would that be why you felt like it's happening, but I'm not here?
Yeah, I wasn't there because it wasn't my first love. I knew what my first love was.
Okay.
My first love was holding the mic, standing in front of a camera or in front of an audience, and just authentically being myself.
Okay.
That was me.
So that then you played cricket in school. So this is primary and high school, and then in 2019, surprisingly, I bumped into you in Soweto. And you were the host one of the co-hosts of the 2019 Mzansi Super League draft. How did that come about? What happened?
So that was such a crazy opportunity. So in November of 2018, I decided to open up my own YouTube channel.
Okay.
So this was after I realized, okay, no, I'm not going to continue in the acting space. That's not for me. I'm going to rather pursue what I know sets my soul on fire.
Okay.
So when I heard that the Mzansi Super League was starting, and I had just recently opened up my YouTube channel, I was like, okay, let me solely dedicate this YouTube channel to cricket content.
Okay.
And because I realized that, I'm not seeing a lot of ladies that look like me, that sound like me, that behave like me in the cricket space.
True.
I played cricket my entire life. And I'm a presenter. Why not link the two, marry the two, and just follow that? So I started my YouTube channel November of 2018 as the first Mzansi Super League started. So that created content for myself or
and the platform,
even possible future employers, right? Excuse me. And then so someone at CSA saw the content that I had put out there on YouTube, and they're like, hey, actually we need someone like this. Pull through. So I started just doing like certain shows for them and interviewing some players, but nothing concrete, right? Only fast forward to 2019. Then I get a call. I was at home. Actually, I was at Woolies doing grocery shopping, and they called me. One of the guys, from CSA, calls me. He's like, "Lesego, we need a co-host. Are you available? Win for today or tomorrow?" But no, we're shooting tomorrow. The live event is happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
Come through today, so that you could just meet the people that you will be, presenting
Working with. Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. You like me wait, you want me to host the draft? It's like, yes. The Mzansi Super League player draft. They're like, yes. I'm like, okay, cool. Went to Soweto, And we rehearsed.
Where's the trolley at this time? Where's the trolley? Grocery trolley, where is it?
It's in my
Okay.
hands, and I said to Cookers, can I quickly finish the shopping? But I'm coming right now.
Okay. At least it was not left on the aisle somewhere. Yeah, okay.
But fast forward to the day of the draft.
Yeah.
Firstly, the night before, I was just like, my nerves were killing me. My anxiety was like...
Understandably so. I mean, it's the biggest draft ever.
Yeah, and I thought to myself, are these people prematurely releasing me to this world of cricket? Like, am I even ready for this? But anyway, clearly I was, because I got there and I did my thing. I was nervous as can be. But I did my thing, and I remember going home and thinking to myself, I did it. I didn't back out. I had an opportunity to back out and say I won't do it.
Yeah.
But I did it. And I was so proud of myself. And I was just in awe that I was given such a big opportunity.
How did that change your life? And maybe a follow-up question would then be, how did this almost springboard your career to what you never thought it would be?
Oh man, I think it gave me firstly a bit of credibility.
Okay.
Right? Because there's certain moments where I'm asking questions to the coaches, and as I play it back, I'm thinking, I know my stuff.
I can do this.
I can do this. I'm meant to be in this space, And so that gave me a bit of credibility. But it really it felt like it was putting a stamp on who I am and saying, correct, I'm in the game, I'm here, remember my face, remember my name, I'm here to stay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it did for me.
So we'll pause a bit. So and then go back to, so in all of this, so you speak about that you're the only girl amongst 3 boys. So in all of this, how's the family structure or the family support structure for you? What is your family saying in all of this?
My mom has always supported the vision.
Okay.
Always, even my brothers, all of them. And if my dad was still alive, I know for a fact he would have been that person that just tells his own all family friends,
that's my daughter. That's my daughter.
My daughter. Doing something new and fresh, right? As a young black girl, because I got influenced by him growing up, because my dad used to watch a lot of sports on TV.
Okay.
So there were moments where we would sit literally the whole day watching an ODI game. And ODI is like literally
The whole day,
entire
yeah.
day.
10 to 6, you're sitting there doing absolutely nothing.
We'd sit there the whole day. After watching cricket the whole day, the next day we're there at go in the backyard, and I'm playing cricket with my brothers. One bounce, one hand. We're the kind of family that just plays sports together. So that has just always been me. And so for them to see me walk into the space, they thought to myself, why didn't we see this coming actually?
Because it's been there.
It's been there. It's always been there. So they are in full support.
Okay, I think that's nice. So now, you hosted the 2019 MSL draft, and then we hear your voice on radio as a commentator. How, when did this happen?
This is a really interesting story. So remember I told you about the YouTube channel,
Yeah.
right? So on Twitter, I decided to add on my bio that aspirant cricket commentator. Because
Okay.
at that time I wasn't a cricket commentator and I was not in the cricket space. But I wrote that I was an aspirant cricket commentator. And Simon Gear sees
The Simon Gear.
the weatherman.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. So he sees me, I think he saw my profile on his timeline on Twitter. He went onto my DMs, slid into my DMs, and was like,
It went down in the DMs, yeah.
It went down in the DMs. He said, hi Lesego, I'm Simon Gear. I see that you're an aspirant cricket commentator. I have a platform called One World Sports Radio, and if you'd like to come onto this platform and learn about commentary, feel free to hop on. It was literally as simple as that. And then he asked for my numbers. I sent them to him. He called me literally that afternoon.
Sure.
And we had a conversation about me hopping onto One World Sports Radio and learning about commentary.
And how long were you there for?
I'm still there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Get a COVID.
Yeah, okay, so-
Work,
All right.
you know.
Okay.
But I'm still there. I'm still. It's something that I've realized that it needs a lot of time and energy and skill to learn and to
And
harness.
perfect, yes.
And
Mm.
I've got the patience for that. But yeah, it's just a great opportunity and platform for me.
Okay, so let's fast forward now to 2020, which for me almost became, or what I classified as probably your biggest year in within this space. So in 2020, you hosted the Central Gauteng Lions Awards. You then hosted the Imperial Lions Cricket Awards, and then you were one of the co-hosts of the biggest female award ceremony, which is the Momentum G Sport Awards. How surreal was that for you? I mean, taking them in that particular order. Starting with the Central Gauteng Lions.
Yeah. You see, we were in the midst of a pandemic. Imagine flourishing in the midst of a pandemic where people are losing jobs.
Yeah.
Right, left, and center. And for me to have opportunity after opportunity in 2020 for me was just like mind blowing. But yeah, it was a really good year for me, and it, in fact, it was a good year, even when we look at just how confident I have grown in my craft.
Yeah.
I've become more comfortable and trusting of myself behind the mic and in front of the camera. I think the more work I've been doing, I've been realizing that, yeah. No, I'm getting there.
I'm not a fluke. I can do this. Yeah.
I can do. I'm not an imposter or anything.
Yeah.
Like I am good at this. I'm gifted. So. Hosting the Central Gauteng Awards, Wanele hit me up and he said, Lesego Pooe through, this is what we're doing. And it was myself and Cliff that really put that together. There wasn't anyone helping us, holding this camera. We were just two-man show.
Okay.
And for it to come together like that was brilliant, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the creativity behind it, like choosing different boardrooms at the Wanderers Cricket Stadium to kind of shoot our content. It was great, and Wanele helping with the script and putting things together. It was amazing. And moving on to the Lions, so the Lions Awards, I did the voiceover work.
Okay.
And that was, I think, the first big platform I've been given to do voiceover work. And for Wanele to trust me and say, hey, I'm willing to also
give it a bash,
push
yeah.
you into the space, go ahead and do it. And I did it. I didn't realize voiceover work can be.
No, yeah, this take 2, take 100. Didn't come out right. Almost perfect. Yeah, it is a lot of work.
It is something I really enjoyed, and I was like, I figured it's something that I'm willing to put more time and energy to, and hopefully I'll keep getting more voiceover opportunities. And then the cherry on top. G-Spot, no.
I hold you.
The Momentum G-Sport Awards. I felt like I was in a whole new world altogether. There was red carpet. We were dressed by top designers. The lights, the camera, the professionalism of the production, the back office. Everything came together so brilliantly. And I remember Kaz Naidu painting this image to me, and I was just like, wow, this is huge. This is huge. And for me to be part of such a big thing, particularly for women's sports, it really just, I was really happy to be awarded that opportunity to be a VIP
host. Yeah. Look, Lesego, I think, over time we've seen how the world of sport has changed, or that continues to change and evolve. So we see a lot of women coming to the fore. We see a lot of, and not just any other women, but prominent women who are deserving of being where you guys are. Yeah. So the industry is somewhat evolving. It's always been predominantly male dominated, and we're seeing a lot of young women coming to the fore. So what do you think still needs to happen, to almost level the playing fields and have more women come in and do what they're particularly good at?
I immediately think of obviously more money.
Okay.
I mean, you gotta up the money. That's important. Like if I assess, I'll speak of cricket because that's what I know.
Yeah.
That's my area of expertise. So when we look at the provincial leagues, right, the men and the women. So domestic leagues, the men are getting paid, right? Bashab, stress. The women, on the other hand, they still need to have a 9 to 5, something else that they could do on the side in order for
To sustain
them
themselves.
sustain
And still play the
themselves.
sport that they
And
love.
still play the sport. So remuneration is important.
Okay.
If we want to retain the players, the women in cricket or any other sport, remuneration is important. And also more leagues. You gotta have more leagues because you also want to create a space where we can identify new talent, we can hone talent, and we can make sure that it keeps growing, right? So more leagues, great. Looking at grassroots level, developing those levels as well, developing batters. We need more batters when we look at women as well, and also in the men's side. But yeah, I think that we've grown so much, but we still have an opportunity to keep growing, and I think one thing that I can commend the Imperial Lions, right, CGL, they have attained sponsorship for the women's side, which is great.
Yeah.
Which is great. That means progress.
Yeah.
That's the kind of news that we want to keep waking up to every single day when
Yeah.
it comes to women's sports. Sponsorship
Precisely.
is
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so then, as if hosting these 3 big awards were not big enough, you then get an opportunity to be the media officer for the Momentum Proteas women cricket team, and travel to India with them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
How was that experience for you?
That was a life-changing experience. That was a first for me to
Okay.
travel abroad and to also be a media manager for the Momentum Proteas women was a great opportunity. I've grown so much, I've learned so much, and also I've learned so much in terms of how I understand the game.
Okay.
From back office, yes, that's true. But also having moments where I sit with like Abba. So Abba is one of the guys, part of the management team. And so to sit with him and get some, information. I remember there was a time in India where he was coaching and teaching Ayabonga Kaka of where to bowl her lines and lengths,
Okay.
right? Because obviously you need to prepare for the next game that you're playing with the Indian team.
Yeah.
So obviously you need to be fully prepared for that. And so I'm sitting with him and I'm watching and observing and I'm listening to him as he's, coaching Aya where to land her balls, where the length needs to be, where the line needs to be. And I'm listening to the technicalities of just the bowling, and I was just like, I'm learning so much because that's creating a different texture to my knowledge on the game, right? And it's something that I really truly appreciated. But also just being with the team, getting to know the players, chatting to like your Laura Wolfart, your Sinalo Jefta who's there, and all the other players that were there. It was great to just be at close-knit proximity with them and get to know them, not only as players but outside.
As people, yeah.
As people. So it was a great opportunity. I felt so privileged to be in that space.
I mean, so I think that experience on its own is a great exposure for anybody who travels abroad with any national team. So when you look at how people in other countries run and manage their sport, how do you think we are doing back home?
I think we're doing quite well. I have not really assessed how international media managers do their thing, but I'll speak on the quality that I've seen in South Africa.
Yeah.
And I will speak to Spokazi, who is the media manager for the Proteas.
For the male guy, yeah.
Proteas bin. And the one that came before her, Lerato
Malukutu, yeah.
Brilliant media manager. And even now Kokezo, who's part of the women's side, brilliant, and those are people that I have seen that have been close to me, where I'm able to look at the quality of work that they are producing, and you would want to, you know, mimic that and follow in their footsteps. So I'll speak on the quality that I'm seeing in South Africa, and its sheer brilliance.
Sure. Okay. So you are here, and I think you are amongst one of the best, you know, sports women in sport, right? So I think let's just give it the right title. So you're one of the excelling women in sport, right? So you were listed as part of the top 10 list of the MCs by G Sport for 2021 to look forward to and to hire. So that on its own then says to you, you've almost started scratching the surface, and the industry is beginning to see all of that. What is next for you? So if you're looking at everything that you've been able to do over the past 2 years, let's not even go far. Let's look at what you've been able to do over the past 2 years, 2019, 2020, and then looking at where you're currently at. What do you want to achieve for yourself?
Oh, there's so much I want to achieve. So much. I don't know if I want to to label each and every single thing that I want to
key
achieve,
key things for you.
But super sport is the goal. Ne?
Okay.
Super sport is definitely the goal. And yeah, so anyone that's working on super sports.
She's asking nice.
Yeah, and I guess it will happen when it needs to happen.
Yeah.
It will happen at a God-ordained time. It's not something that I am rushing or pushing for. It's something that will happen, and I'm looking forward to that. And right now, I understand that we often need to prepare for opportunities that we want in the future.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing today is so important for what it is that I'm expecting for tomorrow. So my level of commitment to today and the work that I'm putting in and the sacrifices that I'm making for when that opportunity presents itself, that I am ready as ready can be. Just the most credible, flawless speaker, confident, knows her game from inside out. That is me, and that's the goal.
Okay.
And of course, with international, that's like highest. Like we want to go international.
Everyone wants to go international.
No. That is a must.
Yeah.
That is a must. So, yeah.
So, what is your value proposition? And by that I mean, what is that one thing that you want people to think about? And this could be different things by different people, but all of them should always come to the same thing.
Yeah.
What is that one thing that you want people to remember you for when your name gets mentioned? So if I say Lesego Pooe, what is that one thing that you want people to remember you for?
You know, when you did your intro, you spoke about a dreamer, right?
Yeah.
Someone who dared to dream. The only reason why I am where I am today is because I had a dream and I had the courage to unrelentlessly go after that dream.
Okay.
Even with a host of no's, people questioning who you are and whether you're capable or not capable, but at the end of the day, I knew what it is that I wanted to do, and I knew that I was passionate about this one thing, and I am going to go after it. So I want people to look at me and they think to themselves, she had a dream, she pursued her dream, and she lived her dream. And that people want to be inspired at the end of the day, you see. People want to be inspired to fulfill their own purposes. And if I am able to spark that little idea, but I too am able to pursue, because she didn't. Great.
Speak about inspiration. So who are the people that inspired you, with an exception of Oprah Winfrey for obvious reasons, but who are the people that really inspired you along the journey, pre, during, and even now?
I'm going to start off with my mom. I'm actually just getting a bit emotional thinking about it. There is nothing more beautiful than having a support system like a mother who will see it, who will see you, look at you, and know, Hore, you can pursue anything you want to pursue, and I will back you up and I will support you as a parent. She's my number one inspiration. Her heart, her mindset, her work ethic, her love, like, is the one thing that has driven me to be where I am. She is a true inspiration.
Okay. Mama, we thank you.
Mama, we thank you.
We thank you. From
And,
all of us.
Yeah. And of course, I mean, when you think of cricket, you think of Kaz Naidu, right?
Yeah.
When you think of cricket, you think of Natalie Jamanas, right?
Yeah.
And for me, those are women that have like paved the way for me, and that have made it possible for us to dream and say we also can occupy those spaces. And I look at Kaz and what she has done with not only cricket but also G Sports. It is really inspirational, you know. And Kaz Natalie Jamanas with her credibility and just also having to have an opportunity to work for the ICC, truly inspirational. So yeah, those are people that I truly look up to, and it's so good because they are even, I am able to talk to them. I can text them on WhatsApp and say, Natalie, can you help me with this? The other time I was on a Zoom call with her. How amazing is that? When women can like look out for each other.
Yeah.
Kaz and I do the same thing. I can pick up the phone and call Kaz. The Kaz and I do. Is a lady I have on speed dial. My life. No, honestly. Those are my true inspirations.
Sure. I think you've said a mouthful. I could go on forever with you. But I'd like to wish you well. I think you've shown that if you dream hard enough and if you work hard enough and you pace yourself accordingly, you are able to achieve that which is meant for you. Right? So I'd like to wish you well in this journey. May your star continue to rise. May you continue to do amazing things. May you continue to rewrite history and cement your place in the business. And continue using your talents, man, because I've learned that they'll take you far. You'd be surprised at how far they can take you. So from me to you, keep shining. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring. The best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come. Thank you so much.
Supersport is still coming.
Yes.
The world is still coming.
Yes.
Young women will look at you and say, I want to be like Lesego Pooe.
Yeah.
I want to follow in her footsteps. I want to do better, not because we're competing, but because she's been able to set the standard for all of us to look at. She's been able to hold the door open for us. So that for me is my wish for you. And I pray that you continue being as sparkling as you've been, being as amazing as you've been. And thank you so much for your time.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap.